Tuesday morning, 8:01 is the time. This is Coffee Talk, where we get together 7 days a week. We chat about what's going on in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note. And of course, hopefully getting your day updated so that you know exactly what's going on in the world of weather. Let's talk about the top two things we're monitoring in the world of weather. First and foremost, the heat is building across Central Florida. We're going to be talking about hotter and hotter temperatures than even yesterday. But with that, the rain chances are adjusting just a little bit. We're going to talk about that as well, but also timing out today's rainfall. So, yeah, lots to get to. Let's get right to it. A look outside on our Tower Cam network. It is looking good as we peek in on downtown Orlando and our Lake Eola camera. It's gorgeous. The good news is we are nice and dry. There is some fog in some of our northern areas, but that's not playing in, at least in downtown. Current temperatures, and we are cycling them through the bottom of your screen there. 75 in Orlando. It is 75 degrees in New Smyrna Beach, 73 degrees in Titusville, and 76 in Leesburg. Boy, did it rain yesterday, right? We had flood advisories. We had severe thunderstorm warnings, aplenty. Even down in South Florida, interestingly enough, we had a confirmed tornado down there. As in, like, oh, there's a tornado on the horizon. Yeah. Really glad that wasn't us, but thankfully no injuries reported down there, so that's good. Nancy, good morning to you. Sarah, Taylor, how are you? Good morning, Nancy. Frankie, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Joanne, good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's a beautiful day. Where do we go from here, right? Let's take a look at our 12-hour forecast. First and foremost, great stuff this morning. Instead of a 60% coverage of showers and storms, we're going with a 40% coverage, and that's going to allow those thunderstorms to keep some areas cooler, but for like the metro area, and we'll show your rain areas coming up, but a lot of communities are just going to be sitting in the heat. It is going to be a hotter day today. And notice even the rains that do develop are going to be a little later. They're going to be pushed a little bit later. Bob over in Poinciana, good morning to you, buddy. Where am I vacationing? So we are big Dave Matthews Band fans, and so he's playing in Jacksonville. So we went up to Jacksonville for the concert. So yeah, there's another concert tonight. And you know what's so funny too? I didn't sing out loud at all. And my voice is just rough because people around me were smoking. And, I guess that just got into my lungs. So here we are. I can assure you I wasn't screaming. I can assure you I wasn't, drinking and smoking and any of that. I was literally drinking water and eating peanuts. Like, what a loser. But the people around me created this cloud. So here we are. Yet again, Daytona was just rumbly and just got a little rain. Hey, a little rain is better than nothing, Taylor. Bonnie, good morning to you. Had a good storm yesterday in Deltona. Oh yeah, there was a lot of really rough weather when we were traveling up I-95. There were several parts where we just had to slow it down. Brian, good morning from Virginia. Boy, it was hot up there the first 3 days. Rained all the way from Savannah to home yesterday. Yep, that sounds about right. Frank, drive safely, buddy. We'll have to check in on Futurecast here in just a little bit. Jan says, love DMV. Had a great show last night. You ended up talking louder at concerts, too. We didn't really talk. That's kind of our thing. Yeah, maybe we were still talking. I don't think we talked much because we were like focused on the concert. Brian's asking, what were they smoking? I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. All right, so there you go. It's going to be a hot setup here for us today. In terms of temperatures, neighborhood by neighborhood, let's chat about it, right? So obviously coastal spots not as hot, but still pretty toasty, right? 88 degrees today in Daytona Beach, 88 degrees in New Smyrna Beach. But look at our inland spots, 93 in St. Cloud, 94 degrees in Orlando, 95 in Leesburg. So it is going to be a hot day. But what about the timing of the rainfall, right? That's what everybody wants to know. So let's get right to Futurecast, and we're just going to start it at lunchtime. Perfect. Looking good. Outdoor plans, you are good to go. After that, we start to see a few showers, but notice, just as an example, this is 4 o'clock. Yesterday, we were already rocking and rolling by like 2:30. I did the afternoon coffee talk early yesterday because of these showers and storms. That's not the case today. It is a much later start, so keep that in mind. Carolyn says, oh, if it was the good stuff. I'm pretty sure it was, but for us, we were just kind of two parents just hanging out, literally, and our only concern was all they had to drink for water was Aquafina, and it's like, oh gosh, we're having honey roasted nuts and Aquafina. Everybody else is doing their chaos stuff. Weird sight in Sanford, bad fog. Is this really fog or is it Saharan dust? No, it's fog. All of that rain from yesterday, even though it stopped raining, right? There's all this moisture at the surface. And once the winds go calm at night and you kind of get this little inversion layer upstairs that traps that moisture at the surface, you do get the fog. So we'll look at the visibilities here in just a couple of moments' time. But through the rest of Futurecast, there's 5, 6 o'clock. Obviously, we're seeing just a little bit of rainfall around 7, 8 o'clock. You can see the rains are kind of spreading about. So there is rain. It's just a much later start, and it's focused south. Oh, very cool. They did. And it's focused south. So keep that in mind, my friends. There is going to be rain, but especially down around the Kissimmee River Basin, that's kind of where we're watching it. That said, you were asking about the fog. Here's a look. There are dense fog advisories that are posted for our northern areas. Excuse me, Marion, Central and Western Marion County, up through Alachua County, up through Lake City, all the way up toward I-10. There are dense fog advisories posted. So visibility is an issue this morning in spots. Oh, yeah. There's not a ton, but yeah. In terms of rainfall today, here's kind of the chance for you. And you can see, obviously, Claremont, Winter Haven, Kissimmee, you have the highest chance of seeing rainfall. But that's of no surprise. We just saw that on Futurecast. So, yeah. Marie, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Nikki, good morning. I don't think I'm seeing all the comments. That's okay. As long as you're hanging with us, that's all good. Pamela, good morning to you. Jeffrey says, stay hydrated. That's our main focus. Taylor says, at least it wasn't Dasani. I actually think Dasani's better than Aquafina. What do you prefer? I mean, I prefer Poland Spring if I'm going to be a diva. Dasani or Aquafina, which one's worse?
I don't know. They both taste weird.
I think Aquafina is trash.
I don't know.
That's all they had last night was Aquafina. So we did our thing. John says lost Castleberry's power a couple of times. I mean, yeah, those storms were decent. Look at some of these rainfall totals since we're talking about the storms, okay? Yeah. Remember when we were tracking potential tropical system number 1 and I said, we get a lot of rain in an afternoon storm, so don't be too concerned. This is the case in point, okay? The highest rain total we got from potential system number 1 was in southern Brevard County, Palm Bay. I think it got like 3.6 inches of rain. Yesterday was a normal afternoon, and we got more than that in Melbourne. Look at Mims, almost 4 inches of rain. Indian Harbor Beach, over 4 inches of rain. Suffice it to say, our afternoon storms are pretty rocking and rolling, which sets that bar for these tropical systems a little higher. They need to be a little stronger for them to be any noticeable change, right? Janice says, I need an allergy medicine. Yeah, I'm going to go to Publix and get something. I fight it, and I'm not very good at it. So I definitely need to get allergy medication for sure. Patty says 0.63 inches. Yep, very good. Cuddled with my grandson, Patty says. That sounds like a great afternoon. Tom, any tropical issues on the horizon? There is. I was chatting about this yesterday with a friend of mine. So let's finish local, and then I definitely want to get to tropical. If you're heading to the beach today, here's where we're at. Things calming down after PTC 1/Alex moves away. Surf running about 1 to 2. Water temperatures, I had my toes in the sand yesterday. The water temperatures definitely came down. They were in the mid-80s for a little bit. Now they've dropped to the lower 80s, so keep that in mind. But when we look to the beach forecast, those showers and storms are inland for the most part, so it does look very, very good. If you're heading out to the Magic Kingdom, it looks like a pretty good day for it. But again, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, pushing toward evening fireworks, pushing toward closing time. We are going to be keeping eyes peeled for showers and for thunder showers. So keep that in mind. That's just one of those things that we're going to have to track for you, okay? All right, to the tropics we go. Shall we chat about it? For right now, happy to say that there is nothing really going on. We've got that moisture around Florida, just off to our east, not really looking at doing anything. When we take a look at the wider perspective, not really doing anything. So over the next 5 days' time, over the short term of things, there's nothing that's going to be getting going. Okay, super great. Love to see it. Love to talk about it. Let's, though, take a look at the computer models, because that's where there are some things. And if you followed us for a while, this should not be a surprise. Put my wedding ring on so I look all fancy. If you follow us for a while, you know this shouldn't be a surprise. The end of June I have highlighted since March as a time frame for potential tropical activity. So this is the raw GFS model. Top left corner, GFS 0.25 initialized 06Z. So that just means it's the most recent run of the GFS model. Perfect, okay? All right, let's roll through. Rhonda says, digging the new frames. Thank you. Darlene says, I love Aquafina. Really? Wow. Tom says, Poland Springs, what it means to be from Maine. Yeah, I agree. I think Poland Spring is the best. I think Zephyrhills is a very close second. Yeah. Jessica's asking, oh no, is the GFS drunk again? I wouldn't say that it's drunk. The GFS is lining up with something we're seeing on the BSR, which is lining up with something that we've been talking about on the LRC. So let's get right to it, okay? Top right corner is your timestamp. And let's just roll through time. A little Pacific system on the bottom left corner of your screen, right where it says Leesburg. This one doesn't look to really want to cross over, at least as of right now. It just wants to kind of come in. But look around Central America there. There's a, 1,002 low trying to develop around the 14th. There in the Caribbean right there. You see that? This is Friday, 8 a.m., June 17th. You see that little? It's right near the 2022 there. Right near where it says current temp 72 degrees. Let's watch what that is doing. Heading toward the Yucatan Peninsula and heading toward Mexico. That may be our Texas-Louisiana storm system. And that's it for right now on the GFS. Interesting. So the GFS is actually backed off. If we go one model run back on the GFS, it's trying to throw... Actually, it was doing the same kind of idea. Interesting. Let's see. 2 model runs back. All right, so it's been kind of focusing there. And before that, it was Florida. Now, the reason that I go back so far is I don't think the timing is right. But late in June, I do think that we're going to have to watch something in the Florida area. So let's switch back over. This now is the European model. And let's just kind of see what the Euro is going with, okay? All right, so through time. Remember, this is 6Z, so it only goes out 90 hours, so we'll have to change runs halfway through. All right, we'll go from 6Z. We'll go... We got to go out. This goes 240, and I'm just curious if the Euro is picking up on anything late June yet. Monday, Tuesday the 14th. Keep going, keep going. Anything? That was as far as that operational goes. We can skip ahead. So that's Friday the 17th. Let's head out to the control member. This will take us a full 360 hours out. Huh, very cool. All right, so none of the models are showing it. That would work for me. I do want to point out, though, that far out, the LRC is indicating something, okay? The BSR is also indicating it, so we'll have to see what the models end up kind of coming up with. But our long-range forecast, we talk about this a lot. This is the LRC, the Lees-Ax recurring cycle, okay? And based on the LRC, based on this, we can use the science to dictate that in late June, around the 24th, 25th, 26th, we'll be watching around Florida for possible tropical development. Not a guarantee, but is definitely something to watch, okay? All right, that's just kind of raising eyebrows and nothing more, okay? So that's good. We'll keep our eyes on it. I need a breakfast sandwich. Mr. Bill's in downtown DeLand is always a great choice. I've never been. Mr. Bill's, I've never even heard of it.
Neither have I.
But that may be something we'll have to hit sometime. Deborah, I love Poland Spring, right? Becca says Zephyrhills, Voss, or Smartwater. Voss is good too. Yeah. And then there's always Kenneth with the facts. Zephyrhills, Poland Spring, and Nestle all come from the same company. So if all are the same kind of water, spring or purified, They're very close to each other. The ones I tolerate when cold are Dasani and the one you mentioned, which are the Coca-Cola company water sources. Yeah, Aquafina I think is Pepsi, and that's terrible. Not Pepsi, but that Aquafina water is.
Pepsi's not great either.
Pepsi's not great either. Are we going to have daily summer showers? Yeah, absolutely. The donuts are way too good, too. I can only have tiny bits of bread, so yeah. Shelly Sophie is spamming. All right. Oh, found her. All right. And blocked. Bye, Shelly. Sofer, you're blocked.
Why? What happened?
She was just spamming, talking about. Looked like she was a bot. Spamming, talking about how all kinds of chaos. Blocked. Bye-bye. All right. Anyway, Carol says, I hate Dasani and Aquafina. Yeah, they're not the best. They're not the best. All right, so let's chat about the 7-day forecast then, friends. We chatted. We know that those afternoon thunderstorms are going to be firing up today. Let me go with the clean one because we do not need to air the sponsor on Coffee Talk. Bye, FunSpot. All right, today, high temperature rolling at about 94. It is going to be a hot, humid forecast. 95 tomorrow, 95 on Thursday. And then the rain chances kind of start to help us out a little bit late week into the weekend. We are running above average. We are not yet to summer, but it certainly looks and certainly feels that way. All right. All right. Any questions? She was here yesterday too. Definitely about, yeah, that's fine. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Booted. All right, people. Let's have a great day. My vacation mode continues. Anybody know anything fun to do in Jacksonville? I would have loved to tour Maxwell House, which is apparently up here, but I didn't. It doesn't look like they're doing tours.
I can't figure it out, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you can have better luck looking at it.
I'll look. And what do you have to do when you're in Jacksonville? Crystallite has packets you can add to your water if you don't like the plain water. I actually love plain water, but just not Aquafina. It's terrible. The zoo is cool up there, Bruce says. I think wow, everybody overwhelmingly is saying the zoo. I feel like, though, we have to take the kids to the zoo.
I know, I would feel bad.
Yeah, and this is a kid-free couple of days. Joanne says, let's say hi to Jeannie. Everybody's saying hi to you.
Oh, you want me to get on?
You don't have to. You can. You don't have to. Wow, everybody is saying
Go to the zoo.
go to the zoo. That's wild.
I feel like we have to turn around and do that with the kids.
Yeah, I feel like we have to do that with the kids. We can't just do our thing. Go to the beach. Good zoo. Wow, zoo number 1. Everybody is saying it.
There's no chair.
Kid-free zoo sounds fun to me, Carolyn says. Rose says downtown St. Augustine.
Downtown is downtown.
Amelia Island.
Oh, Amelia Island is cool.
I've never done Amelia Island.
I don't know how far it is from here.
You just have to sit really close to me in that little box. I'll cut off half my face. There we are. Crummer Museum of Arts and Gardens. Now that sounds interesting. Zoos aren't just for kids.
Oh, I know.
I know, but then I feel the guilt of it.
We will.
Ponte Vedra Concert Hall recommended if they have an artist you like. But we're going to an artist
We're
we
gonna
like
go to see
at Daly's. Yeah. Coming from a mom of 3, go alone. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I know. I mean, like, I have no shame. We'll go to Disney without the kids.
Yeah, but I feel like a zoo. I don't know.
I'd feel bad.
I feel like a
going
zoo
to the
particularly because they
Yeah.
just love Caddyshack Ranch. What is that?
I don't know.
Mosh Museum. Brian says, why not?
But can someone give me information about the Maxwell House?
Yeah,
Because I really like coffee.
Just want the coffee.
I'm not saying I love them, but I just would love to know if we can go see that.
Yeah, I've never seen like a coffee.
I love tours, and I saw that the Budweiser tour is not a thing.
Darn it, Talbot Island. I've never heard of that. St. Augustine is great.
We love St. Augustine.
Maybe on our way back tomorrow we can swing down to St. Augustine, get lunch.
Yeah.
If I could find the Columbia, get a reservation.
See, I would feel bad going to St. Augustine.
Would you really? Oh, and then Kenneth posts, visit Jacksonville.
Yeah, I tried to look at that site, and
Top 22 attractions in Jacksonville. Wow, number 1 is the zoo. Crummer Museum of Art, Caddyshack Ranch, Tiger Focused Ranch. Oh my gosh, how cool. How interesting. Little Talbot Island, Big Talbot Island, Park, Plantation, St. John's Town Center. Oh, that looks cute. Beaches Town Center, Museum of Science and History, Fort Carroll. Wow, there's stuff up here that Riverside. That's like downtown. Tia Bank Field. We're right next to that.
Right.
Jacksonville Arboretum. Oh, don't hear that word very often. All right. The Ale Trail. Oh,
I would do
Castaway
that.
Island. Jacksonville Center for the Performing Arts. All right, we'll have to go digging
We'll
around.
explore.
What coffee did Jeannie want? Oh, we like espresso.
Yeah.
So it's
The hotel coffee was not doing it for me.
the next thing we're going to explore is going to be the local Starbucks venues. See how that's doing? Go eat at Wicked Barley. Wicked Barley. You know, Dawn, if you go back, total sidebar, if you go back in my family's tree, that name, your last name, Dawn, Chamblees, is in my family tree. Did you know that? You and I could be related like 7 generations ago. Just saying.
Random fact.
Random, but not wrong. Random, but not wrong. Jessica says, ding, ding, ale trail. Well,
Yes.
first off, I can't drink.
I'm the only one that could get on that trail.
And you don't want to get dehydrated for the show. So, anyway. All right. All right, we're going to go explore. Be the sunshine in someone else's day, would you? Be good, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. You have anything else to add?
No.
You're on summer break.
Yes.
Time to enjoy. Just search Tours Jacksonville. There are many scavenger hunt themed tours.
Huh.
Interesting. I don't think I would want to drink coffee without the flavored cream. Yeah, all right. All right, guys. I will chat with y'all later. We'll track the storms and all that fun stuff. Be good. See y'all. Bye.